Hello, it's Reviews Day Tuesday. It is the final Tuesday of the month and it is time for me to talk about my March favourites. How has your month been? I hope it's been great. Mine's been pretty great. I'm going to start this video, as I so often do, talking about TV shows, although only one this month. I'm only going to talk about one show this month, and that is Fleabag, the series by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Series 2 is currently being shown on the BBC, so I decided this month to watch the whole of Series 1 and then to watch Series 2 as it airs. And I'm really happy that I decided to watch it because it's a very good show, it's very funny, the cast is amazing, and I'd recommend it. It's really good. It's quite moving a lot of the time, can be a little cringy in places, which is a type of humour that I have a lot of trouble with generally, but I more or less get through this unscathed. But yes, it's a very good show and I'm glad that I decided to watch it. Secondly, today I'm going to talk about a podcast. I don't normally talk about podcasts here, I don't listen to many, but I just wanted to highlight that David Tennant has a podcast, which I didn't know about until a couple of weeks ago. It's been going on for a little while longer than that, but it's not been going on for the longest time. It's called David Tennant Does a Podcast With, and each episode he has a different guest who he talks to, and it's often somebody that he knows pretty well, so it's kind of like just listening to a couple of friends chatting. But so far his guests have included Olivia Colman, Whoopi Goldberg, Jodie Whittaker, John Hamm guested. The episode I'm up to is Jennifer Garner. I'd recommend looking it up. It doesn't take that long to listen to the whole thing, and I think it's pretty interesting. I'm enjoying listening to it. Now, a purchase. This month I bought something which I've wanted for quite a long time, but I've been not really wanting to spend the money on it. But you know, I saved up quite a long time for my computer, and it was a little bit under budget, so I got myself a Nintendo Switch. This is my first handheld gaming console since the Game Boy Advance. I've only had this for a few days and I've only played it in this form. I haven't yet played with the controllers not attached to the screen or played on a big screen, but I'm having a lovely time. I'm very happy. I got 3 games with it, one which came in a deal with the Switch itself. I got Super Mario Odyssey, I got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I got The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've only played Super Mario Odyssey very briefly because it recommends playing with the controllers not attached, and as I say, I haven't really branched out into that yet, so I can't really comment on that one, but I'm really loving these two. This is my first experience of Zelda and it's got a very unique feel to it and I'm enjoying it so much. But my favourite of the games I have got is Mario Kart. I have the original Mario Kart on my Game Boy Advance. At least I assume it's the original, it doesn't have a number after it, but it was always my favourite game, so I am really loving playing it again. For somebody who loves story-based games, it's maybe a little bit odd for my favourite game to be a Mario Kart, but it's really fun. I love the tracks. There are so many new tracks and so many new characters you can play as. So yeah, my favourite game this month is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm also still playing Sims 4 quite extensively on the PC. I'm doing the 100 Baby Challenge now, which is a lot of fun. Now, a show. This month I saw Waitress on the West End. It's only just opened. I was very lucky to get tickets and it was really, really good. I've been wanting to see it since it opened on Broadway. The cast are fantastic. Their voices are amazing. It's funny, but it's also very, very sad, and I would see it again in a heartbeat. I'd definitely recommend it. We were up right at the top and the acoustics maybe wasn't as fantastic as it could have been. I had a bit of trouble sometimes hearing the cast. I haven't heard of that being a specific problem with this show, so I guess it was just because we were sitting in, you know, the further back, cheaper seats. And finally, I'm going to talk about food. Before Waitress, I tried a new dim sum place with my friends in London, and it's called Din Tai Fung, and I will put a link to it below. There are many other Din Tai Fungs all over the world, but this one opened on Covent Garden, I think the second half of last year. Not the easiest place to get into. You can't book or anything, you just sort of turn up and queue. We went there for lunch, but we got there at 11 in the morning, and that turned out to be a good shout because we didn't have to queue for very long, and we got pretty much straight in to lunch, although of course that did mean that we were then having lunch at 11 in the morning, but it was worth it because the food was so good, there was so much of it, and it was very reasonably priced. I would go there again and I would recommend it if you are in London. Still dreaming about that food. Anyway, those are some of my favourite things from this month. I'd really love to know what you think about any of the things I have talked about today, and also what are some of your favourite things from the month of March. Let's move across to the end screen. If you would like to see my latest video or some more favourites videos from me, then you can do so below me here, and you can also subscribe to my channel or visit my website if you should wish to beside me here. I hope you have a fantastic day and a fantastic week. I'll be back here on Thursday at 7 PM GMT with a little live stream, so feel free to come and hang out if you wish to, and I will see you very soon.